We are here at the Gaylord Hotel in National Harbor, Maryland, at the Commvault GO 2017 customer conference. I'm here with Eric Bassier, who is Senior Director at Quantum, one of Commvault's storage partners. And we are in the exhibition hall, in case you were wondering what's happening around us. This is where partners are, and certainly a lot of Commvault folks are, as well as all the customers are getting presented to. They're getting all kinds of information about available solutions. You're here. How are things going?
It's a great show. This is our first year at a Commvault GO. We're a Ruby sponsor this year, and you know, the receptions were great last night. The conversations at our booth have been fantastic. Really good, steady traffic, and yeah, a lot of good content. So great show so far.
Well, so coming to a customer conference is a little bit different than going to maybe a more traditional trade show or a convention. How are you finding the conversations in terms of, you know, the actual, you've got Commvault customers literally looking around?
Yeah. It's, you know, at a show this size and at sort of a customer-focused event like this, people are willing to be a lot more engaged when they come by the booth. So we just are having a lot more quality conversations and really, I don't know, getting a chance to hear some feedback from customers and from users, but also given a chance to, you know, position our solutions, and it's been really good, yeah.
Well, so you are providing hardware, basically storage hardware for the Commvault system. Tell me a little bit more about it. It's called SureStack.
Yeah, Quantum is a data storage company. Commvault's one of our partners, and in the world of storage, we sort of have, you know, two niches that I would say we focus on. One is really high performance media workflows and kind of big, massive unstructured data sets, but the other is what we call data protection or backup storage, and Commvault's one of our key partners there. This year we are showcasing what we call our SureStack. SureStack is it's a reference architecture of products, and it basically is designed to provide all the compute and all the storage that a Commvault customer would need to power Commvault, to run Commvault. You know, I could talk more about it. It's at our booth, actually, we're giving away a Lego set, and you know, we're sort of talking about Legos and drawing this analogy to our SureStack because it's very kind of building block oriented, you know, and so it makes it easy to scale solutions and build them out. And so, yeah, we're giving away a big Lego set. It's awesome.
Well, that's good. So scale and build out are certainly a couple of themes that you keep hearing over and over again. Certainly with hyperscale, but also just scale out in general.
Yeah.
How are you seeing this being adopted by the market? I mean, there's a lot of folks who I think are starting to realize they need to come at it from a different perspective, as opposed to just the more traditional, you know, add racks of, you know.
Yeah.
So, how are you finding customer adoption?
Well, our SureStack, we actually launched it and debuted it just earlier this spring. We've been a Commvault partner for many, many years. You know, Quantum is the market leader in tape, and we've been in the backup space a long time. But SureStack for us is a new offering. We came out with it in the spring, and it's had actually really good success and adoption so far, even just by the measure of, you know, the size of the sales funnel that we've built, but also just the traction we've got, the response we've received from the VAR community and from even Commvault, you know, our Commvault peers in the field. They really like the solution, and one of the reasons is because, you know, this trend where we see kind of this, there's almost a platform shift kind of happening in data center infrastructures, whether it's hyperconvergence and some of the stuff you mentioned. One of the things that you see as a theme is end users and even software providers like Commvault, they're trying to take costs out of the hardware stack. You know, it's one of the reasons of, like, if we can drive that cost out. And what we've done with the SureStack, it's kind of it's a converged solution for Commvault, so it's not a hyper-converged solution. But I think we've been able to accomplish taking cost out of the hardware stack while still preserving that ability of customers to be able to scale compute and storage independently. So we think it's got a really good, you know, it's that sort of independently scalable building block approach, which I think is consistent with a lot of the hyper-converged and even the new hyperscale platform that Commvault's coming out with now.
No, I think you're right. I think that separate ability to scale both independently is certainly what a lot of people are talking about. Some of the large cloud providers as well.
That's right.
So, what are you finding are some of the triggers for customers? You said your funnel's filling, and that's good. What are some of the kind of main drivers that are causing customers to really rethink their data center?
We end up getting into a lot of opportunity where it's almost two types, but one is where a customer is looking to switch backup applications from something else to Commvault. And a lot of times that will be a driver for looking at, if you're going to switch the application, look at the infrastructure also.
Yep.
One of the reasons that our solution working with Commvault is so good in that scenario is because if we can drive the price of the hardware down, it's going to make it more compelling for the customer to switch their overall solution to Commvault. So it can actually help make Commvault a little bit more competitive in some of those deals.
Yep.
So one of the drivers for sure is just people wanting to switch their backup applications. And I think, we're here at a Commvault show. I think especially in the enterprise, Commvault has great feature set, great technology. Sometimes what's driving people to switch from, say, Veritas or some other backup applications to Commvault, it may not be about a complete kind of infrastructure redesign, but it's just better feature set, better technology. And then if we can help design a more efficient, lower cost infrastructure that still really enables the full Commvault feature set, that's where we're seeing success and building both funnel and closing some deals as well. So.
Well, and with regard to kind of the primary movers these days, it does feel like data protection is paramount with every CIO. I mean, it's really overwhelming, the number of breaches and just the kind of regular, almost cavalier way that some companies are treating their data.
Yeah.
And so that seems to be something that I'm sure is being driven from the C-suite hard.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Ransomware and malware is a big deal. Real challenge for a lot of companies. One of the things that, another area in which we sort of complement what Commvault does is Quantum's been the longtime market leader in tape storage. And I always like to put a little bit of a plug in. We've seen a resurgence in the interest of tape because it's an offline storage medium
You pull
for
it out.
that protection against ransomware.
Yeah,
It's not so much
It's
about
not
low
just-
cost. And
Yeah.
with, Commvault's got their feature that they call aux copy, really simple, elegant way to create copies on tape. That would be something where actually a couple of the customers that we have now won with SureStack also are using Quantum tape.
Yep.
And it just is a way that with our portfolio, kind of helps us complete the solution, giving that offline copy. So for sure, ransomware is one of the biggest challenges when it comes to data protection. And with Commvault and Quantum, I think we got a good story around that we can put together. So.
Well, and it's interesting you mentioned tape because everybody gets tangled up in all the newfangled technologies, right?
Yeah.
And they forget to realize that a data management solution has to work with all of it. With
That's right.
everything that you've had, you might have absorbed things through acquisitions that may not be, the most latest and newfangled.
That's right. In
gizmo.
fact, I was talking to a customer, actually multiple customers that have come by our booth today were dealing with re-architecting their backup infrastructure, including Commvault, because of mergers and acquisitions.
Right.
And they sort of have legacy hardware and software, and they're trying to figure out how to make that all efficient.
Well, I think it's great. We are certainly very happy to be here. It's great to get a chance to talk to you. I hope you're enjoying the show. I know we are, and we look forward to tracking Quantum going forward.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot for the time, Doug.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, guys.